How far can one push themselves in strength? How far can one go in the sport of strongman? What does it take to face chronic injury and come back to win more? These are questions I am constantly facing and attempting to answer. What's up, everybody? I'm Martins, a decorated World's Strongest Man champion, and this is Romark, one of my best buddies and creative powerhouse behind the show. We like to travel around the world, doing what we love, adventuring, lifting big things, eating food, and shining a light on strength unknown.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2019 Hockey Palace World Strongest.
In 2019, I made a childhood dream come true by winning World's Strongest Man. To make that happen, however, I had pushed my body to the limit, bulldozed through pain, and strived to lift with a ferocity that would put the world in awe. It was a pursuit of the ego, fascination, and inspiration that left me with a body reluctant to continue performing. Weights that were once a joke to me had left my joints screaming in pain as if churning through broken glass. In full vulnerability, I had thought I was done with my career as a strongman athlete. That is, until Medellin, Colombia offered me a gift and a second wind in my sport. I got stem cell therapy at BioXcellerator in early 2021 and paired that with rigorous physical therapy. To my surprise, a lot of my strengths came back to almost where they were once before, and other strengths, like my pressing, surged beyond where it ever was. My knee pain had dropped by 60 or 70%, and my agonizing tendonitis pains from my wrists and elbows completely disappeared. The excitement to feel capable of my body again had me take on and win the Rogue Invitational, the highest prize money show in strongman history, the Arnold Classic, known for being the heaviest show in strongman that rewards static power over endurance or speed, and placed me second in my return to World's Strongest Man. What an epic recovery it's been. So I'm back in Medellin, Colombia again to get a touch-up and get some stem cells for my right shoulder, which has gotten beaten up over the past year of heavy competition. Mountains. A third of Colombia's mountains. Most of the country is low elevation rainforest. Yet, the majority of people in Colombia are in the mountains. This means high altitude, windy roads, tunnels, and a woozy, lightheaded feeling from unaccustomed lowland lungs as we trek away from JMC International, and finally, after a marathon tunnel, some twists and turns, she appears. Ah, Medellin, it's good to see you again. The glittering lights of a quickly progressing city finally pierce through the dark. You may have heard a thing or two about the city's past, and if you haven't, watch Narcos on Netflix to get caught up. What you likely don't know is what it's blossomed into. Something magnificent hidden from plain view, a real-life Wakanda. A place that's rapidly progressed in its infrastructure, medicine, and politics. We're here, we're doing it. I'm eating a little breakfast, and I'm gonna head over to check out BioXcellerator, get the laydown of how this week's gonna work. And hopefully won't be in too much excruciating pain after we get some shots, because they hurt. Not getting them, but the aftermath as stem cells settle in, it's a little bit painful. So that night when I get this, the stem cells injected into my joints, I'm probably gonna lay low for a bit and just try to walk around the hotel somewhere close to my room, because just in case I need to. And then do some exploring before and after that. Do you get people that are really nervous about needles?
It's the wrong place to come if somebody's scared to get shot at.
Another thing that the stem cells really helped with was get my thumb functionality back. Because my thumb, for like half a year, I could not use it to play video games. So stem cells got me back to playing video games. After a quick greeting and tour of the new space, I received my first IV drip of 100 million stem cells. Good luck getting anything of this amount elsewhere. This part of the procedure is painless and even rejuvenating for some. Later on, BioXcellerator treated us by taking us out to a restaurant called Don Diablo, located near Parque Lleras, a premier steakhouse with some of the most delicious steaks in Colombia, maybe even the world. I'd be hard-pressed to find something more delicious than what they laid out in front of me here. Colombian raised, grass-fed and dry-aged between 15 to 60 days, quality prime cuts of beef. Tender, out of this world delicious, and a quarter of the price of anything similar found in my Los Angeles home. Just melting with every bite. I can't imagine that any place can compete with this in Colombia, and is a must-try when visiting Medellin. Day 3, and it's time for some intra-articular stem cells.
How are you?
Oh, is everything good?
Good, yeah.
Okay, we are going to start with both knees, okay?
Last year, when I received these, I remember the application to the knees wasn't too bad.
And 80 million intra-articular for your knees.
So 40 million, 40, okay.
Yeah.
A quick shot to the knees feels strange, like water balloons filling up in my joints, and it goes just as expected this time around as well. The shoulder shot, however, is a new experience. Why is the needle so huge? This feels strange, and it took a lot of my willpower to stay still for it. However, if this helps my shoulder out as much as last year's shots helped my knees, elbows, and wrist, then it's completely worth it. I went to my peaceful place internally, witnessed clouds passing by, and with several breaths, the procedure was done.
So I have to do this one.
It's not that deep.
It's not here, it's intraarticularly in the
You have
back.
to go all the way.
Yeah.
Wow. And this made it?
Yeah.
No problem?
Yeah.
Yep, we good. Okay,
Excellent.
good.
I did it. Okay. Take care. Try to move it as much
I
as
will
you can.
move, yeah.
Okay. Biking, stationary bike, or
sweating.
elliptical. You're gonna feel maybe chill.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Excellent.
On doctor's orders, it was time to get myself walking and moving to facilitate more blood flow to the joints and to hopefully help alleviate some of the pain to come later in the night. My walk was gorgeous. The city developed, metropolitan, yet flowing seamlessly with the natural. Trees and green were abundant, rivers ran with foliage looming over, offering shade, and the homes and architecture were beautiful and vibrant. The pedestrian view was truly one to take in and took my mind off of the strange water balloon feeling building up in my knees and shoulder. We arrived in Provenza, a street of shops and restaurants, and out of desperate hunger, we stopped by an Indian food restaurant, Naan. You heard me correct, Indian food in Colombia. It did not disappoint.
Learn some Spanish because they speak Spanish here.
Yeah.
And not much English. All right, so I've been eating here for 15 minutes. And it's just like last time. Last time I came here 1 year ago, did the stem cells. I was feeling fine, moving around just fine. And then the moment I sat down, the pain hit in. And right now I feel my knees are fine, but my shoulder, the pain, it's a lot. It's a lot, but let me tell you something. From the results I felt last time, it should be worth it. It should be worth it. Oh, I'm getting nauseous. But the food's delicious. I could hardly move my right arm.
The walk on the way back took nearly twice as long. 1, it was uphill. 2, the pain had me dragging my legs as if they were made of lead.
That's something, man.
Although, being stopped by some fans to take pictures did boost my morale. Upon reaching the hotel, I went to the pool to keep myself moving as much as I possibly could.
Because I got into bed, me, man. Holy shit. I got into bed and I was rolling around. Just like, I was like yelling for a bit there. I got to see the position. It was like, it's like the best spot right now. Oh my God, it feels like just like a screwdriver is being twisted in there. Got one more day of stem cell treatments. Oh, I'm struggling. Last night was surreal. Got up every hour on the hour just to go to the bathroom.
The pain was more bearable. By this point, I could almost straighten my knees, and my shoulder only hurt when I tried to lift it. Another easy stem cell IV application, a long midday nap, and it was time to get together with our dear friend and tour guide, Carlos. Last year, Carlos took us through some of the best experiences in Colombia, and this year it was to be no different. He took us out to try some unassuming street empanadas. They did not disappoint.
Empanadas El Machetico, las de Nico. If you don't like it, I pay.
Crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside, and yet miraculously light on the stomach.
Best empanada I've ever had. When I have empanadas in the US, they feel really greasy. And these, like, they have the crunch, but they don't have a heavy grease. So, and then the meat is, of course, just from another world.
Running on a renewed energy thanks to the delicious food, it was time to explore the city. And as usual, Carlos filled us in on the history, significance, hardships, and beauty of Medellin.
Right now we are in El Poblado, one of the oldest
This is one of the oldest
areas in Medellin. What happened in Latin America was the Spanish soldiers, they were just fighting with the warriors, the indigenous, the Indian warriors. And then the survivors, they just turned them into Catholicism, to be Catholic.
Converted them.
And 80% of the indigenous, they die because of the diseases and hard work in the gold mines. And Antioquia is a very rich state with the gold. Here is, we have a lot of gold. Really?
The following day, it was time to return the favor to Carlos. After some final intra-articular shots to the elbows, these are easy and don't hurt too bad. A wrap-up and farewell meeting it with BioXcellerator, we treated Carlos to a plane trip to the coastal city of Cartagena with us.
We're getting together with Carlos right now. I'm about to head over to the airport, which is going to be a 30-minute drive, and go to Cartagena.
He drove us to the airport, and in Carlos fashion, filled us in with more knowledge of the area.
Social classes here, how you going higher is the rich is the people. In the high class neighborhood, in a poor, low class neighborhood is the highest you get, the poorest of the people.
So you get higher, it's rich, and
in a rich area.
Oh, in a rich area. Okay, so some parts of Medellin have on the mountains rich people. Then the opposite side.
That.
Yes, on the other side, it's the poor neighborhoods on the mountain.
Oh, okay. It gets higher,
More
people
poor,
live in,
yeah.
like wooden houses, the slums.
Yeah.
Between moments of beautiful storytelling, our tour guide's excitement for his first ever plane trip overflowed in giddy fashion.
Double price than the parking lot was gonna stop, imagine. Double price.
Okay, Carlos was stressing out because he didn't want us to park at the really expensive parking lot. So we were trying to go to the other ones that are a little farther away, but the one was like, it was gonna take too long, and the other one was full. So we come to the airport parking, and then we find out the price, and it's $6 a day, which is half of the cheapest price you could find in Los Angeles. All right, guys, let's take Carlos here on his first airplane ride.
Man, more than excited. Yeah. This will be my, I have no words. We're going to Cartagena. First time on this tunnel on a plane.
Oh yeah.
Having him come along was the best decision of our adventure.
Right now, we just got in. It is 23:17. A long day tomorrow, yeah? He's not this tired all the time.
No, I'm like struggling to keep my eyes open.
Cartagena, at first glance reminiscent of Miami, but a deeper look reveals a fascinating history. 500-year-old walls, and endless hustlers flaunting their services and goods. In part, we were here to witness this place's story, and on the other end, to relax. After all, in my grueling profession, it's important to let loose and recover.
Lots of these houses is part of the architectural heritage of the city, so they cannot take it down, demolish, must preserve, renovate.
When the Spanish first came, this is what they built.
Incredible.
Yeah. This house?
No.
Carlos, get in there.
It was time to set our compass toward the Caribbean, kick back, and explore the neighboring islands by boat. I highly recommend it, but bring your own food, as whatever is served on the islands may cost more than the boat ride itself.
Around here is like a plane underwater. One of the planes that Escobar was using like this kind of islands to hide the drugs and then ship it to the United States.
We're island to island. Now we stopped here because the last one was just too loud, which it was fun. I mean, I got my hair braided. That was fun.
Look at this, look at this.
I mean, this is wild. This is lawless. They're straight up running over children, and it's okay. It's okay. They don't mind. It's the children's fault. This is how waiters operate in the islands of Cartagena.
Oh, there's a lobster. Oh, you got the shrimp.
Getting back to the city, we were quickly reminded of the unpredictable temperament of the weather here. From a paradise boat adventure with the sun shining, to strolling in the city with warm torrential rains, the vibrant life of Cartagena takes no pause.
It's raining. I love it though. It makes it more of an adventure. And you know what? Rain is better than it being scorching hot. I'll take this.
I even got a new personal hype crew. Sorry, Romark.
You are strong. 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 Oye, manda que en la zona. You $100.
California! Welcome to Colombia, California. Freestyle number 1. Ya tú sabes.
For our final day of our adventure, relaxation was set aside and we took to walking. Lots of walking, and Carlos did what he does best. Gave us a tour that packed our senses.
And this is part of the World Heritage,
Yeah.
the UNESCO. This girl. Only in Colombia. Something of the Colombian culture, unique.
That is really
Here.
cool.
Like
Wow.
the colorful dress and carrying that.
Our final trial of our adventure left us with a beautiful view and not enough fare to afford a taxi. We were stuck looking for a way down the mountain and eventually found our means. A local with a car that has seen more action than the three of us combined. Unsure of the capability of our vessel, we crossed our fingers as we descended back to the city.
It's a miracle that this thing is still running. This is the best car. Best. Numero uno.
Montoya.
Yeah, amazing. I mean, yeah, the moment I got into it, I think the bottom hit the ground. But it's going!
The sport of strongman, at the highest level, takes a toll, but it also comes bearing its gifts. This may not have been the strength unknown directly associated with physical prowess, but rather the unusual turns a search for healing and recovery has taken me. My visit has further opened my eyes to the reality that the world isn't always as it seems as portrayed by the media, and even is quite vastly different than what we may believe it to be before showing face in person. From my experience here, I have witnessed people that are prideful of the growth in their country and what they've created. The people here, our friend Carlos included, have overcome major hardships and now inspire change, development, and a fight for a better world. They show us what can blossom out of what was once an unforgiving situation. This rapidly evolving country has given birth to a growth in medicine, of which has extended my ability to perform and heal. If you're serious about your sport, or just tired of chronic pain from injury and repetitive surgeries, this may be a valuable future stop for you. There is still much unknown about stem cell healing, but places like Colombia and BioXcellerator are shining a light on something that I hope gets more attention, research, and progression. We hope you've enjoyed this episode of Strength Unknown in Colombia. Our next stop and series of videos will be of the Baltics. Thank you for watching, like, subscribe, and leave a comment sharing your own journey of recovery.